Welcome to the latest episode of. Did you just interrupt my intro?
Sorry.
No, that's cool. No, it's
go
in.
ahead.
We started now.
Yeah.
All right. This is the
I'll just
latest
probably
episode
start
of
early.
The Last Resort with Chris and Joe. I'm Chris.
I'm Joe.
That's Joe. Joe, who do we got?
Why, it's Cash Morgan again.
Woo! Cash!
Yeah.
At this
Yay.
point in time, his first episode is still not up. But I'm working on it right now, so
So there.
yeah.
So,
And I just started following you guys, so
well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll
Gives
have
you
to
time.
listen to him. So what number of repeat guest am I?
Second. He's the second repeat, right?
Yeah, you're the
Oh,
second
no,
repeat.
third. No, third.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
we have
Carlos,
Carlos.
right. Yeah,
Carlos
Carlos
was on
was on.
twice,
Yeah.
so I'm the third. Okay, all right.
Yeah. But yeah. You'll probably be on more.
Nice.
So,
And if I ever get mine off the ground, you guys will be like my first guest, probably.
there we go.
Better be.
That's the way it works.
Oh, yeah. It'll have
Synergy.
to be.
We've been off for a little bit. Been really busy. I've been working
Yeah.
like 5 days a week.
Things kept on coming up,
Yeah.
getting in the way. Aliens came.
Yep.
They killed us.
I bought you a gift,
I
Joe.
remember hearing about that.
I bought you a gift. A gift of
Oh.
candy. I forgot it.
Well,
So-
that's not good.
Yeah, that's no gift.
So this episode, there might be a little bit of wonky editing on the video because I'm trying for the first time to edit live. So I should be looking at this thing and not this thing.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I keep looking down, but I have to look up for mine as well. Yeah. So this is only for the people who watch the video, though. For
Yeah.
everyone else who just listens to the audio. Well,
And where can people find the video?
On
YouTube. Thank you, Cash, because
Oh,
I
is
don't
there-
think I ever tell anyone where to get the video.
And what would they search for if they
They'd search for The Last Resort with Chris and Joe, and you can find it that way. It's really easy.
Oh.
Pops up.
Yeah.
Thank you,
right there
Cash.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
Wow.
old
And nice and
YouTube.
easy.
it
Yep.
is. It is
Look
nice
at
and
that.
easy.
For
It's
your
on
entertainment
iTunes.
dollar.
It's for
It's free.
Yes, it is free
You-
until it's not free. It's always going to be free. What am I talking about? All right, so I just wanted to bring up that I almost have my girlfriend convinced to help me purchase
Anal?
my race car.
Oh.
No, I already. What are you talking about?
Purchase
Anal?
your-
That already happened.
Okay. Purchase your race car.
Yeah, man.
Like
I want a race car.
Like RC or
No, real.
oh.
Well, and by real I mean it'll be kind of like a most likely end up being a beat up Civic or something like that I'll
oh,
be
yeah, well,
racing
Mhm.
with. It'll have a full roll cage and all that
Ford
kind of
Pinto.
stuff.
Are
She
you-
doesn't. Okay, so
Are you going to like? Are you going to compete? Like.
oh yeah. I'll be joining the SCCA, which is the Sports Car Club of America, and I'll be racing
I thought
all over
Australia, but whatever.
of Australia. Well, I bet they have
Austria
one.
Is where I was going.
Australia.
Austria.
Oh, you will race.
All those A's. Yeah, so I was actually fixing her car earlier today. I replaced her rotor and her brake pads. And she's like, "Wow, this is so much better." But I still hate my fucking Kia. I'm like, "Well, it's a Kia."
Kia.
So I told her I was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
what's to like?
yeah, it's a Kia. It's horrible. It's horrible at handling. It's basically horrible at everything." And I told her, I was like, "Well, if you put some money away and help me purchase a car, I turn to my race car, it'll handle really well, and the brakes will be fantastic, and it'll be stick, and you kind of want to learn how to drive a stick." So
wait,
now
you- You're buying a race car that she's gonna drive.
around town, and then on the weekends I'm going to race it.
But
Yeah.
you said almost convinced.
Almost. Well, she said that we need to look for the next 3 months, see how much they are, and then start saving.
Mhm.
But it's
So
closer than I
in other
know.
words, no.
Well, it's closer than not. So, there's
But
that.
I don't think that's in the realm of almost convinced.
It's almost convinced. It's
It's almost
Yeah,
convinced.
it's almost thinking about maybe considering.
look. Let me have.
Possibly-
The best part is I told her, I was like, "Yeah, it'll have a 5-point harness and a roll cage, so you'll be really safe." And she's like, "But everyone's gonna think I'm stupid." I'm like, do you understand? You're gonna be in the safest vehicle on the
She's already
road.
dating
She
you.
doesn't
We already
have.
think she's
She doesn't have to wear a helmet driving around town.
Exactly. I'd be like, you'll be strapped in. She'd be like, what happens when I go to the drive-thru? And what are they gonna think? I'm like, they're gonna think you're fucking awesome. What do you mean? She wasn't too happy about it. I'm like, I'll tell you what. I'll just leave the normal seatbelt in there, so that when you're driving it, you can just seatbelt in normally, and then when I drive it, 5-point harness.
Yeah, just do quick change seats.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, yeah. So I'm
Like
maybe.
at least just the driver's seat, you know.
Yeah. So the whole point is maybe I might be one
But
step
probably not.
closer to a race car, turning it into a race car.
Are you gonna go like Fast and Furious style?
Tokyo Drift.
No, I'm all about corners. So this will be set up to road race, and I will be racing with other cars.
Like drifting?
No. Well, I would like to eventually get into drifting, but
Or
I
just
don't
straight
drive.
drag? You're gonna
No.
do the quarter
You're gonna
mile.
wear drag.
No, God, not drag. Drag isn't drag racing.
Keep
I-
talking, Will. Keep talking.
I don't. I find the quarter mile boring. No, I used to do it, and it's boring. So I like road racing.
Which means you didn't come in first a lot.
It doesn't. It's not. It's. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Because
This
winning isn't boring.
no, actually, I
no matter what you do, if you're winning, you're not bored.
when I did race, I won quite a bit. It's not that much fun. It's not anywhere near as much fun as going around corners very, very fast.
So you want like a closed course?
Uh,
Closed course.
yes. So with the SCCA, you can do different things. They have ones where you can do time attacks in giant parking lots where you go through cones, and then they have other ones where there's time attacks on actual race courses like Button Willow, Laguna Seca, and a whole bunch of different ones around the country, and then they also have ones where you actually are racing with other cars on those raceways. And that's what I'm going to be doing. But you have to do, there's a whole bunch of steps you have to go through. Like one of them is you have to go to a weekend training, and at the end of that weekend is your first race. And then within, I think, a year, you have to have 3 races total before you can get your racing license, before you can race regularly.
Okay.
So there's a lot of steps to doing it.
Well, yeah, they don't want to just send freaking
Yeah.
Johnny New license out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking everybody.
Well,
up.
and to do the racing I want to do, your vehicle has to have a full roll cage, properly to the proper specs. You have to have a 5-point harness, racing seat, full racing gear, helmet,
chain steering wheel.
Yes, exactly. Chain steering wheel. You have to have a suppression system and electronic cutoff for it as well.
Virgin Mary air freshener.
Yep, you got to have the Virgin Mary air freshener, all that stuff. So it's a decent amount of work, but I can get it done for $2,000 to $3,000. So, and if she takes care of the car,
are you going like full like carbonite?
Carbonite?
Hood?
Yes,
Carbon
I'm going
hood.
full. I'm going to put Han Solo on my motherfucking hood.
That would be awesome. I just gotta say. if
Well,
somebody
like
did that.
carbon hood,
Carbon fiber.
yeah.
And the rest
Eventually.
of it was painted to look like Slave One.
Oh my god, I might do that.
Well, yeah. What you do is just you make like the bottom half look like kind of like fog, and
Yeah.
then the very middle of it is like all Han.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, so yeah, it's going to be a process over time. So it'll be all the safety stuff first to get racing, and then once that's done, then I'll start replacing items that I need to have replaced. So like suspension brakes will be first, and then engine will probably start getting done, and then body parts like the hood, depending on what car, maybe the trunk lid. That kind of stuff. Like, other things you have to take out. You have to take out all the glass. It has to be the plexiglass.
Oh,
So-
really? Oh.
Yeah. Which makes it lighter, but that's
Yeah.
one of the things you have to do.
Keep it
with
out of the
safety.
sun.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, it's, yeah. Oh, God.
And your girlfriend's gonna be driving it around.
And probably not at that point.
Through the drive-through.
Probably not at that point.
Oh, so you're just gonna take her car away?
Well, that'll probably be like 6 months to a year from when we get the car. So by that point, she most likely will have another car because she wants to get rid of the Kia. And this would just be something that,
Of course, because it's a Kia.
well, it's a fucking Kia. Oh, man, that car. It's not horrible. It's just not good. It's in that realm of.
What is it? It's
Not-
like a sedan.
It's a Kia Rio.
Oh, the Rio.
4-door. Kia Rio 4-door. So yeah, so that's what's been happening with me
Yeah.
lately.
Fun times.
Actually, that just happened today. Just today. Otherwise, I've been just working a lot.
Wow, that's fresh news.
Yeah.
Joe?
Are you still working at Frischizi,
Yes, I am. Sadly.
the one in Calamasa?
Yep.
Okay.
Cash, what have you been up to?
Well, last time I was in here, we were just about to start a show. Since then, we've opened. Did 2 weekends. The one that just passed, we did Friday and Saturday.
Nice.
And
Oh man, that totally like. Since we haven't uploaded your video,
Yeah,
yet,
it's-
like
it's-
the fact that you made a plug in there is just
yeah, well,
Yeah.
at the end, I'll be plugging, and
the next one.
that was going to be my joke. Is
It's-
hopefully this is out by May. When we do
Oh my
today.
God,
Not
if
only
it's-
did I ruin your plug, I ruined your joke.
Man, if it's not
It's
out by
okay.
May,
But yeah,
There's
so
a good chance because I'm editing live.
the first weekend we had on Valentine's Day, we opened to 88 people, then 84, and then this last weekend it was like 21 and then 27.
well, the first 2 days were really good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show, like everybody, the big houses, small houses, everybody's loving the show. so
Nice.
having a good time.
How's the Duchess?
Really good, actually.
Wow.
I can't say a whole lot at the moment.
Because she might die?
No, but
because
there,
she might listen to our show.
That's never happening.
there. Well, it's one of those things you don't want to talk about until like things are a few more steps are in the motion.
Gotcha.
Oh. That sounds good.
But there's razor thin at this point. There is a chance. There's some 1 in a million talk. It's probably a little more in our favor.
1 in 1,000.
But 1 in 10. Carrie.
1 in 1.
Carrie
It's gone all the way down from 1 in a million to 1 in 1.
about I don't know. There's just a chance Carrie may be in that spot.
Wow, what?
Yeah. Well, CNC being in that, and this is.
What you mean? You
That's
mean?
all I want to
you mean-
say. At this
All right.
juncture.
I won't go any farther.
But yeah, so there, and that like like literally just happened the last couple days.
Wow.
So, but outside of that, this time around, yes, everybody's been pretty good except fucking Hesh,
Oh.
which is the.
I always liked
we're,
Hesh,
We're talking
He's a nice
about.
but I
guy.
understand he's a nice guy. Hey, he's a nice guy. I don't
You
know
know
why I
what
did
he
that.
reminds me of? He reminds me. I don't know why. Well, I partially know why. He reminds me of. Do you guys remember the Birdcage? And remember Hank
Yes.
Azara's character?
Yes.
Yes.
He
Yes.
reminds me of him.
Yes.
Only not as lovable, if you ask me.
I guess I never saw the bad side of him. He was always giving me food, so
Well,
I mean, how bad could it be to me?
yeah.
Never turn down a free meal. That's what I learned from this guy.
Yeah, Cash.
Exactly.
Cash is.
Rule
Hey,
number 1.
Oh, hold
That's
on.
rule number
Hold
one.
on. Because of rule number 1, Cash, I made up 2 other rules
Oh, really?
based
Well,
off of your
I
rule
did,
number 1.
I did originally have 3 rules.
Really?
But
Yeah.
let's hear yours.
Rule number 1: never turn down a free meal, because you never know when your next one's coming.
Exactly.
Right?
That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is
Rule number
one.
2: never turn down a free drink, because you never know when your next one's coming.
Okay.
Rule number 3: never turn down sex, because you never know when the next one's when it's coming next
Well,
time.
yeah, but that's a given.
Well, yeah,
That's unconscious knowledge right there.
I'm just saying it. Well,
Um,
you think it would be unconscious knowledge about a free meal, but obviously it's not.
Mm.
So those are my 3 rules, and then everyone goes like, "But what if the sex will kill you?" I'm like, "Well, then you don't take it."
It's
What-
not. It's not really free at that point. It's costing you.
I don't know. I think curiosity would take over at that point. 'Cause
What if the meal?
sex that would kill you? How? How?
How good is that
show me.
sex?
Yeah, and I mean, either way, it'll be worth it to you because I mean, you'll be dead.
Yeah,
so
good
you
point. Good point. You're right.
Well,
You know what? Well, like they go like, what
assuming
about the next? What if the next drink kills me? I'm like, well, then you don't drink it.
Unless it's something like like sex is gonna kill you because like the old joke, death by bunga bunga.
Yeah.
snoo,
Yeah.
snoo.
So wait, what are you
Yeah,
three?
that-
Yeah, snoo snoo. What's your three?
Oh man, it's been a while. Of course, number one, never turn down a free meal.
Never know where that sound's coming from.
Yep.
Number 2, because I remember, if you don't mind me jumping
No,
in.
no, please.
Number 2 was never date theater women.
Oh yes.
Oh yes,
Yes, that
I did
is-
know that one.
That is a big one. Yes. Just don't. The way to do it though is the way I did. Now I did find an artist. She painted and she other mediums of expression, and then through me turned her in to an.
But that's okay,
actress.
right?
No, it's not okay.
No,
That's what I did. No.
Wait,
it's
who did you date that you turned into it?
Who did I date?
Yeah.
Amber.
Are you an actress now?
No, that's
That's
Autumn.
Autumn. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
sorry, with the A's.
Yeah,
With the
Joe's got a
A's.
thing for the A's.
Well,
She
they're good grades.
You know
Wait.
what? I have not made that mistake in at least a year.
God, you know how long it
over? I mean, 2.
of dating theater women?
No.
Calling her
yeah.
Amber.
you know how long it's been since I called her Amber? And I'm glad. I'm glad I grew out of
and I
that.
didn't even do it. Anyway. Yeah,
So-
but that was she was a klepto-psycho bitch.
That's true. Oh,
Like,
hold on. Story time.
Yeah, there was already things wrong with her.
Story
yeah,
time.
like making her an actress didn't do that.
Well, she wasn't ever an actress, but she did. Shinaj and I had her do like costuming stuff.
Oh, okay. So she
yeah,
got
that's
into
not an
theater
actress.
stuff.
I thought when you said theater
no,
women,
no,
it
no,
could be even
no,
tech.
no. The rule, no. The rule was don't date actresses. That
okay.
was the rules. Don't date actresses because they're especially and the better they are, the further you want to run and faster.
Right. Yeah.
Because
Because they're psycho, right?
Their bitches be crazy.
It's true.
Man, I put so much because Cash is here. I so want to tell that story, but
Yeah, we have to stick to a certain time. Like we can only
yeah,
go-
we got to move on. We'll do it another time. We got
And
to
then,
move on.
I
What's
do
the third
believe,
one?
Rule number 3 has been lost to time.
Is it?
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't remember what it
No
was.
one remembers what rule number 3
I think
is.
I think it might have been something about leaving a party early.
Could have been. I mean, that was.
Oh, wait,
something
was
I
that based off of the one time that you got a ticket and stuff? Or
Yeah, it might have been.
I remember you
but
telling me
but
that
I
story.
remember early on
If I
when
just would have stayed for one more joint.
yeah, no,
I
well, yeah,
wouldn't
one
have
more
gone-
bong round is what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it would have. I would have never gone in front of the cop that saw the freaking burnout headlight that led to the. Anyway, but no, early on, mine and at that time, he was always referred to as Joey Joseph.
back in the day.
Yeah, I think it might have
Wow.
been. I think it might have been the first like cast party we were at together, and he was like, "Yeah, thinking about taking off," because also Joe's not a big drinker,
No.
not a big like social butterfly, as it was.
He likes parties where there's video games.
Yes, that is true. But one thing Joe does like is he likes watching the stupidity of others at time
Does
to time.
get old
He-
at times.
Yeah, but I mean, this was when you're first meeting people and they haven't like completely annoyed you yet.
A
I
little
was
bit more
like,
mellow now.
I was like, you never leave because what are you gonna go? You need to go home and like do nothing. You always stick around because there's food always around or like
Which goes back
and-
to rule number 1.
yeah, and the later you stay, the drunker the people around you get, and the worse decisions they decide to make, and you get to be there to witness them. Like,
I like this logic.
uh,
This is I mean it's absolutely true.
Yeah, and if you're the guy that doesn't drink, I mean, yeah, it will get annoying, but until it does,
it's just fun.
you know.
Oh man.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
might have been it. I don't even know.
it
if that
might have
was
been it. I mean,
but-
that's definitely a piece of advice you've given me, and that I have, for the most part, followed. I've sort of stopped following it
Yeah,
more
I mean,
recently.
it did, well, yeah, because you grow out of it.
Yeah, I mean, like when Terry fucking Patton was still around.
Oh, he was on the news.
Terry
Yeah,
fucking-
he
I
was
don't
on
know
the news.
why.
What?
They when the whole shooter thing happened with the cop killer. Like,
At 38 in Bryant, they
Yeah.
had there
they
was a
had
news
camera
crew.
Yeah.
And of course, what did Terry
Yeah.
do?
He got
Weaseled
in
his
front of the
way on.
camera.
Yeah, weaseled his way onto the camera.
Yeah, he's like, it's shocking, and I don't remember what he said.
It was,
Was he in drag?
no,
No.
but he was wearing the same Berkeley hat, the same Cal hat that he's been
yeah.
wearing for like almost 6 years now. That's just tatters.
Yeah.
The one he was wearing in like the sketch of him, like beware this guy.
Yes. Oh, how was that?
Several years ago, a friend of ours was going to Cal State San Bernardino.
Friend.
And no, he was a good friend. He was a friend.
At that time.
Who are we
Well,
talking
no,
about? Terry
Scotty.
Patton?
It's Scotty.
Oh, yeah, Scotty,
Scotty's
Scotty,
friend.
Scotty.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I'm
Scotty,
sorry. I'm
Scotty.
sorry.
So he had a
Yeah,
friend.
Anyway.
Scotty
He was
is a
going to
good
Cal
guy.
State San Bernardino, and he saw a poster there that was for somebody who tried assaulting a woman
And
in a parking lot.
hold on, but here's the better part: is he did something like some kind of assault that made the woman upset, and then later went back to like confronted her in the parking lot and went to apologize for doing that act, which sounds exactly what Terry Patton would do and does do.
Has
like,
done.
Yeah, he'll do something, and then later he'll go back and apologize for what he did,
Yeah.
and so it's this whole description.
Yeah, and there was an accompanying SketchUp, and it looked decently like him, like how a SketchUp would
You would
sketch up to him.
Yeah.
if you sketch Terry Patton, that's what
Yeah.
it would look
Yeah,
like.
it looked
It's-
exactly like him, and the description of what happened sounded exactly like him, and and then he was like, "No, it wasn't me."
Yeah.
Although
the only
he
thing
did-
that
he did
offset it
look at
was
it
the
and go
huge
like,
head and the
"Well."
soccer ball.
Was I there? No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, he couldn't remember. He was like, "Whoa, was I at
Oh,
Cal
yeah.
State San Bernardino
Huh?
that
What?
day?"
Huh?
Yeah, it was good times.
Anyways, when he was still around at parties, like I was usually guaranteed, like after everybody calmed down a bit, to get some pretty good philosophical conversation from him. So I was still
Okay.
following with them then. More recently, when I've gone to parties, like I don't know, usually by the end, I'm kind of like going like I'm not even sure why I showed up. So
Yeah, I haven't been to
It really depends on the people there. I
Yeah.
have learned. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if Cash is there, I'm good.
Yeah, same. Yeah, if Cash is having a party, then I'm totally there. If I can be.
Yes, it says the two people that
They were not there.
did
Yes.
not go to my party
That's
yesterday.
true.
I was
I wanted to
It's-
come.
you
I was
know what,
this
it-
far away from being over sickness, or pretty much over sickness.
And
So
I thought for sure that you were going to make, because you guys came last year, right? Or was it the year before?
no, the year before.
I don't think I came last year.
I know I went the year before.
So
I remember regretting not going last year.
Instead of a big board,
Why am
I think even
editing?
last year, we started doing like individual sheets that just have boxes.
Oh, nice.
And then everybody just fills them out. We have a master sheet, and like yesterday, everybody put in $5, and
It's evolved from when we did it that one year.
yeah, and but it was, and it actually, so it literally came down to me. I think me, Carrie, and Darren all having the same amount, and it came down to best picture because all three of us had a different best picture.
Who had Argo?
I did.
Nice.
So Darren was able to make it.
What-
Yeah, Darren. Yeah, he.
So he brought his dad.
Yeah.
That's what I saw on Facebook. wait, what's the for?
No, it was a surprise, like because like on our end, you know, I mean, not that we don't. I love Marvin, and I love
Yeah.
hanging out with him.
Yeah.
It just didn't, like on our end, we never said, hey, you know, bring your dad, and on
See, this is
on
why I don't
Darren-
invite anyone to
on-
parties.
on Darren's end, he didn't ask, which is fine, but he also didn't like mention even. Like, hey, I'm
Yeah, I'm bringing my dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was fine. I like Marvin, so it was fine. It was a surprise that
Right.
Gotcha.
It's like, oh, hey.
Oh, hey, Marvin, I didn't know you were going to show up.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, it's Marvin? Not Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin.
Oh, it's Marvin. Okay. I mean, I know him. I've met him.
There's other things too.
There's other things too. Well, off mic for those.
Exactly.
Off mic for those. All right, so we're gonna get into more of the shows since that was the entire opening.
We had a 24-minute opening.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
unfortunately,
much.
what I'm recording here doesn't give me how long I've been recording.
We're about 25, 26 minutes in.
Okay.
So,
So,
yeah. So we're gonna move on.
Short version.
Yeah. So we're gonna move
You-
on to. We got to talk about games real quick because the PS4 was announced.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the PS4 was announced. Look, who's half right so far? All I need is a 360 to come in. I'm full right, baby.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, Goldie predicted that there would be new systems this year, and I was like going, I don't know. They usually announce it a little bit beforehand.
Yeah, at E3.
At E3.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, well, okay, if you're right, we get new systems, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. So it's
Either
a
way.
win-win for me.
Either way,
Right,
yeah.
right.
So far I'm half right. Which
Okay, so Xbox hasn't.
they have not had their announcement yet. Supposedly, I've heard rumors that they're going to do a pre-announcement before E3, like
Yeah,
Sony did.
it would make a
But-
lot of sense for them to do that.
Okay, so the PS4,
hmm
it's coming out when?
It's fall.
They haven't
Fall.
given exactly.
They haven't given a date yet.
Okay. Like how much information have they given? Such as, like, will you be able to play the same games, or do you have to get all
No.
new games?
So it's not going to be backwards
Fucking
compatible.
Hate
At
that
all.
Shit.
Yeah,
At all.
it is in the sense that I do believe the downloadable titles will be it'll be able to run downloadable titles, but it will not be able to run previous discs.
And the main reason why is because they've redone the
They
complete
completely
architecture.
did the architecture.
So just so you know, if you don't know, Cash, it's on x86 architecture, which is exactly what computers are on now. I have been on for quite a while. So like your Mac at home, that's running on an x86. Actually, you know what? Your Mac might be a little older. But anyway, the whole point is that
Oh, we got a new hard drive.
yeah. But pretty much all computers nowadays are running on x86 architecture, and so now so is the PS4. It's running, the CPU is an AMD. The two major manufacturers of CPUs are AMD and Intel. Thank you. And then the GPU is a Radeon by ATI, which AMD owns. So basically, it's a computer. I mean, it's always a computer, but I mean, it's pretty much exactly like what you could build yourself or buy now, which is
Why is that like a selling point?
Oh well, it's not necessarily a selling point to a
I want
consumer.
if I'm gonna pay $600 for something,
Right.
I want it not to be something I could build on my own.
Well, basically, it seems that Sony's strategy this time around was to be a lot more developer centric, to really bring around the problems they had with the PS3 for developers and really make it an easy platform for developers to work for. So this announcement that they had this last week,
yes,
was it? It seemed to me mostly geared towards developers, whereas like some stuff like there's going to be a share button on the controller, so like you can easily share things to social networks.
In fact, they did it during the
Yeah.
during one of the live demos.
I don't know
They did
how
it.
big of a thing this is going to be.
Like, hey, I just prestiged.
Even more than that is you could literally just go like, oh wow, this is a really cool level, or look what what I'm doing.
So like the games will be able to record like the past like 10 minutes that you've been working on. And if like something cool has happened, you can then go back, see what was recorded, and go like, oh, hey, I'm going to upload this video.
Yeah.
So that might actually be a cool thing for like people like us who are like doing shows online.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't remember anything. Like I didn't watch the complete press event because I started getting bored around, I think it was Killzone or something like that. So I don't know what else they talked about and like what I know that they didn't really show that many new games. And what new games they did show were like, sequel to Killzone. So things that you would probably expect.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton that was like brand new.
Yeah.
But as for the reason of why it being on an x86 architecture, basically just like your computer, is impressive is because before, when developers had to make a video game, they had to make, it was for multiple consoles, they'd have to make a version for the PS3, a version for the 360, a version for the Wii, and then a version for the computer as well. Mm-hmm. Well, now, because everything, from what I understand, I guess the Wii U is running on an x86 architecture as well, which means that for at least those three consoles, the PS3, the Wii U, and then PCs, it only needs to be one build, one
format.
Exactly. So they don't need to have a separate team building a port of another game of that same game to run on the PS4. Yeah. All they have to do is downscale whatever they made for the PC to run better on the PS4 or whatever. So it means that potentially prices of games might come down slightly because they're not going to have all these multiple teams.
Now,
okay, now you said that you might be like downloadable titles possibly. Yeah. Now, okay, so, and I guess it would kind of work like the cloud, in that like the PlayStation. Here's my fucking question. So right when I got like the PS3, at that time, Toy Story 3 was coming out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so they gave you like a free movie just for doing it. So like the first movie that we have on there that's downloaded on the PS3 is Toy Story 3. Right. So will Toy Story 3 jump over onto my PS4?
That sounds like the thing that probably will.
But I'm not
fucking better.
Sure, I'm not sure on that. But like they've been saying that with is it Guy Pie, there's a company.
I'm sorry, Guy Pie.
It's something.
What he's saying.
There's a company they bought.
I don't like the sound of Guy Pie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's a company that did streaming video games. And what they're what is it called?
Like On Live, but
kind of like On Live. And they bought it, and what they're saying is that any PS3 games, the way you will play them is that way: is you will stream them through the internet. Mm-hmm. So you'll still be able to play these PS3 games and PS2 games, but only through streaming online.
Right.
Oh man. I didn't even think about that. Because, I mean, even now you can download older games, right? Can you download PS2 games for the PS3?
Some.
Yes.
They haven't, the whole library is not up there, but there's a few, not that many from what I've seen.
But even then, you're talking, the PS2 is old enough that it's very easy to emulate. Emulating the chip that the PS3 uses is near impossible because of how complicated that chip is.
Yeah.
Or it was. It's still around. The cell processor, it was an 8-core cell processor, and it was ridiculous. Yeah. It was extremely powerful, but
extremely
hard to program for. Yeah. So it's just it's impressive. 8 gigs of RAM built in to the machine. Like they've never had that much. It's just, to me, my only thing
8 gigs
of RAM built onto memory on the computer, on the PS4 itself, not the hard drive. This is system memory that it's using. So the biggest bottleneck in the past of consoles has been memory. Mm-hmm. Is the memory is how much RAM. That's one of the reasons why they have the loading times are so long and all that kind of stuff. So they put in a crap ton of RAM this time, and so it should be much faster. You'll be able to load entire levels in system RAM, so that you won't have to load all the time. Yeah. So, I mean, it's really cool, and I'm looking forward to it. But I don't. There's nothing in there because I'm mainly gaming on PCs now, so I don't. There's just nothing in there for me.
One thing that I kind of want to mention about new consoles and stuff like that, the sort of a rumor that's been going around. And Sony came out straight out saying that they will allow the PS4 to play used games. and that's kind of a rumor that's going around right now that Microsoft is going to make it impossible to
Really?
play used games on their console.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and like before Sony came out, I was like going, okay, whoever announces that they aren't going to allow you to play used games will lose the next console war.
Instantly.
Yeah.
I won't buy. There's no
And
reason for me to have a.
That's that's Xbox. Microsoft.
It's
is
a
Xbox.
rumor right
Yes,
now.
it's a rumor.
I really don't. I think it would be the stupidest thing that you could possibly do.
It'd be really retarded.
Um,
At the same time, Steam has solved that problem.
yeah, but Steam solves it by constantly having awesome sales.
Yeah.
And
Man, I have so many games that I just
So-
don't play.
but like the thing is though the market for Steam users and Xbox users don't necessarily completely line up because there's still some people who aren't quite ready to use Steam that just want a console and like buy the latest game used for $5 cheaper. I
Yeah.
never understood that.
Because it's $5, man.
Yeah.
You can get a few burritos for that.
Yeah, but if you really wanted to save money, why don't you just wait for to come down even more and
Yeah.
just buy another game that's been out a little bit longer? I don't know.
I agree. But yeah, so the PS4 has been announced.
Whatever rocks your boat.
Coming out this year, 2013, fall 2013.
Yeah.
Most likely in the next month or two, we'll probably be hearing from Microsoft about the new 360. Oh,
Yeah.
not sorry,
The new
Xbox, whatever they're gonna call it.
Yeah.
Most likely, hopefully not the
And
720.
Nintendo's probably going to be dead in a
Yeah, God. Nintendo really needs to Nintendo needs to figure out whether or not they really want to be in the hardware game anymore.
Yeah.
Have you? So you already talked about the Wii U.
Probably.
I mean, here's the thing: is Joe
No.
Joe is potentially one of the most diehard Nintendo fans that I've known in my entire life. One of them.
Yeah, him and Charlie.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean,
Nintendo files.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I love Nintendo, and I love Nintendo, but the Wii I thought was really cool, and then very quickly fell out of love with it
Yeah.
because I found everyone around me going like, yeah, I have to blow dust off of my Wii.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest issue is with Nintendo in general is that they have such strong IPs that they tend to overshadow all third-party software on their system. So that's problem number one. And then sort of branched off with that, like there's no other reason to play a Nintendo system.
Yeah.
And
Well,
frankly,
the thing I thought that was always the biggest oversight of the first Wii,
Mhm.
the original Wii,
Mhm.
is it came out when any other system you would buy would play a movie or play a CD or play anything else other than a game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It played DVDs, didn't it?
no.
No.
So
Really?
they
Whoa,
almost,
whoa!
they
What? It
almost
didn't
put
play
it in.
DVDs?
No, even though their games were disc format,
Yeah. So
like they wouldn't play anything other than a game.
Well,
So
that-
here's the reason why. Nintendo almost put it into the Wii to be able to play DVDs, but they felt that they were so late to the game on that that they were like, well, everybody has a DVD player or another system that plays movies. That's like, why do we bother to put it in?
Right, but that's the thing is, like the point being, if they would have put in a movie feature,
Yeah.
I mean they did they caught
eventually
up
got
with
Netflix.
yeah, Netflix and Hulu. They have Hulu now
Yeah.
as well.
Different chair for here.
And so like now you can use that, but if it had the thing, because at the time when the Wii first came out, there was Netflix, but they weren't streaming.
Yeah.
yeah.
There wasn't really any Hulu yet.
Yeah. It was just beginning probably.
So, if you watched a movie, most people, they had DVD players,
Mhm.
but
I did actually kind of use the Wii for that because it did have the YouTube player, and at the time I was
That was
like,
the only one that had a browser.
it was the only one that
yeah.
had a browser at first, and and it was a pretty decent
PS3
browser.
had an internet browser.
Yeah, but
It seemed like, if I remember
PS3
correctly,
came out a year after the Wii.
Oh, okay.
So that
and was
that's one.
$600. I honestly, by the way, I'm going to put it out there. The console, the PS3 is not going to be PS4 is not going to be $600.
Yeah.
Right
No
now,
way.
not going to be $600. $500 tops, and $500 for the top of the line. That's as much as they're going to go. Same with 360. They're going to do the same exact pricing that they've established in the last one.
Kaz Harazi, the big Sony guy in charge of it, like when the PS3 came out, he was like going, yeah, this is the sort of system that we sort of see people getting a second job for.
Yeah, which is now they're saying that that's not the case.
Yeah.
This is not what it's there for.
That was the thing I always hated because, like, you know, like that's the thing is you buy the $600,
and the thing was giant.
Yeah, and they had
George
to
Foreman grill.
They had to put because it was right after that Netflix started streaming, like, you know, there was like certain titles that they could stream, and they had to put all that because you have to pay $50-$60 for a game. Especially on a new system because there aren't any used games yet.
Yeah.
And there's no, there's nothing for a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I didn't appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, $600. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't ever buy a PS3. I had a 360, and why I've stuck with Microsoft is because they do what they do. They do really well. And what I'm finding that what I really want for my next gen consoles is I want it I want my TiVo. Even I love my TiVo, but I want to take it away. I want to retire my TiVo. I want to just plug my coax cable into the back of my Microsoft Xbox, whatever it's going to be called, and it record everything and like when I want to play a game, I turn it on, I play a game. When it's recording stuff, it records Walking Dead or whatever for me, and gets all that done and works in the ecosystem of Windows. That's what I want, and that's what will sell me on a new console from Microsoft.
And when you do that, like you have like the original TiVo or a DVR.
I have a TiVo HD. There's higher end what versions of it now, but I have the first HD TiVo.
So, question. Would it work if you're just using like the cable to go into the TV and you get like basic local channels, and for some reason AMC?
Yes.
Like there's no actual cable provider.
Absolutely. Yeah. It would work.
For some reason I get AMC.
You don't know why?
Yeah. All I do is like.
Yes, a TiVo would work that way. You just would have to tell it. But to get it to do the programming where you'd have to have it manually, you'd have to manually tell it to program to record things. It wouldn't automatically do it, even though I turn all that off. There's a whole bunch of extra features that you pay for that I pay like $5 a month for.
I see.
But I mean, a regular if I were you, if someone has a TiVo that they're getting rid of, they're like, here, just have. And if I were you, no. I don't know why I said no.
I don't
I want the next Xbox console to be my set-top box for cable. I want it to record everything. I want to be done. I want to get rid of 2 box. I want to take 2 boxes to 1.
Yeah. I think that there's a good chance that Microsoft will do.
Oh God, I hope so.
So we'll see. I mean, they already have like you can play some of your or you can watch some of your channels through the Xbox right now.
Yeah, but that's the one problem is that that's the one thing I dislike about Microsoft is that you have to pay for Live. You have to pay for Gold.
Yeah.
I mean, like I didn't buy the latest Call of Duty because I was like, well, Live is gone.
Of course, you don't get hacked.
True.
Well, there's no guarantees.
There's no guarantees.
Because people on Xbox have gotten hacked. It's just not to the degree that the Sony thing happened.
And it's usually their fault. Because they're giving their passwords away and shit. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, there's a movie I saw too. Sorry. Identity
All right,
Thief.
we're gonna You're gonna have to hold your games till next
I've been
time.
holding it in for like 3 weeks.
How quick is it? Is it quick?
No, it's not going to be quick.
All right, we're gonna have to do it next
we should skip over games because my Hitman thing ain't quick
we'll have
either.
to. Maybe next show.
I'm loving it though. I'm really enjoying it.
Well, here's the thing, Cash, is that we can record on Monday nights. So I mean, you can. I would be more than happy to have you back next week.
Okay.
Joe may not. I don't know. It's
It's
Joe's-
getting a little
You got-
inbred.
you got a problem, Joe?
doing the same person over and over again.
okay. So we're gonna quickly we're gonna quickly move
Don't
on.
you guys do each other each week?
Whoa, whoa,
Oh, I guess it's in the title.
whoa!
It's our
sir.
last resort.
Oh, yeah.
It's our we're on our
That
last
is the last
resort.
resort.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to TV real quick because I want to talk about The Walking Dead very fast.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. I don't have the
Actually,
link for spoilers.
by the time this comes out,
It won't matter.
Walking Dead won't even be on the air
Yeah,
anymore.
it doesn't matter.
It'll be canceled by then.
Yeah, they're on season 3 for you. Those of you who are now in season 5. This is what we're talking about. It's right after the mid-season hiatus.
We're
Cash, do you
four
care?
episodes in, three
Do you
episodes
care?
in.
Do you care if we talk about this?
No. I don't,
Okay.
I don't care.
All right, so
I'm very far behind.
so for some reason, everyone on The Walking Dead has great aim
For zombies.
for zombies. They can, with a pistol from 2 miles away, they can hit that motherfucker in the
It's
motherfucking
not even
face.
physically possible. They can do it.
They can do it. I don't know how, but they can. No missing. There's no missing zombies.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind, they still are walking.
Yeah. And then the week before last, or I should say last week, they got attacked by another group, and the firefight went on for like 5 minutes
At least.
at least, and
No one hit anyone.
only
Almost.
one person died. Oh no, sorry, 2 people died.
Two
One
vi-
on each side.
Okay, so here's the best part. First shot off. Bam, straight into the motherfucker's
Somebody's
temple.
Yeah.
Bam, straight into the motherfucker's temple. And I was like, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, damn.
Yeah.
This shit's
It's like,
happening.
oh man,
and
things were
then
kinda happy at the
just
moment, and then,
lots of
ooh.
spraying.
Yeah.
Just
It's like
no one can hit anything.
Well, but was everybody serpentining as well?
Nope.
nope.
Oh,
they
no
were, they were just,
serpentining.
everybody was like ducking
Nope.
in cover, tall grass, stuff like that.
Or not even
shooting
that. There
up.
was one guy in a guard tower. How the fuck do you get up that guard tower?
I was wondering that too.
They're in a prison, Cash. They attacked a prison.
Yeah.
And the people in the prison, one of the guys that's attacking the prison got into a guard tower somehow.
Okay, so there are other
Yeah, it's
non-zombies.
yes.
that are
So
trying to break
one
in?
it's group in it's prison group and
Prison
town group. Town group attacked prison group.
Yeah.
And somehow one of the town group got into one of the God damn it. Fucking Sorry. The I'm getting updates for the Kings Ducks game. And it's now 2-2.
Great. Good for you. Walking Dead.
Sorry. All right, so town group somehow gets one of the guys into the fucking guard tower.
Yeah. Maybe they brought a ladder with them.
There's the governor of the town. He's called the governor.
Yeah.
Is just out and about,
He's just standing
randomly
there.
shooting.
He's just
No
standing
one
there,
can hit
too.
him.
Yeah.
So keep in mind the first shot off in the motherfucker in prison guy's temple, straight into the head. Right.
Yeah.
No one else can get shot, and then finally at the end of it, they finally get the guy in the guard tower.
Yeah.
And the guy in the guard tower was just standing in the guard tower, not even behind anything.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you shoot zombies from 200 feet away in the motherfucking head with a pistol, and you can't with an assault rifle or a sniper or a rifle with a scope shoot anyone, hit anyone? At one point, I kid you not, the governor just did this, just went sprayed into the air for no apparent reason.
Yeah. And you know, I'm also kind of curious as to why they didn't finish the people off in the prison. I mean, they clearly had the upper hand. And it's like, why
It didn't make any sense to me either.
why didn't you just kill them? I mean,
Like, they left, Cash.
yeah, they plopped them with a whole bunch of zombies.
Maybe they were out of bullets.
No, they weren't, because at the end, the governor, they're getting in their vehicles, and the governor stands up and goes,
Yeah, he just starts spraying in the air.
spraying his fucking weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the show is so utterly retarded sometimes,
Yeah.
and it pisses me the fuck off to
Yeah.
the point where I go like, I don't know why I watched this show.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. I mean, and this last episode was fine,
Yeah,
but it was
recent
like,
episode was good.
God, the shit that is just wrong is wrong. Where you're just like, who's writing this? And
Damn
the-
you, Kirkland.
And they won't kill
company?
anyone anymore.
No, I think that's his last name. The guy who I forget his first name, but the writer of the comic.
Yeah, he's the head writer, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he
And
has
he
a
makes
team.
water and pants for Costco.
Yes. Yep,
No.
he does.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Oh no, different Kirkland.
I think it's Kirkland.
Because
It's-
Costco's where I'd
it's
go
Kirk
if there was a
something.
zombie invasion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So man, I don't get the show. I don't understand it anymore. I don't understand. They are too afraid to kill anyone off anymore. Anyone that's a main character now seems to be utterly safe.
Yeah, they bring in
I always
new
heard that
characters
was the
just so
part.
they can kill them.
Yeah, I always heard that was part of the show.
They
was like
they now
no
seem
one was safe.
they seem now in the comic it's absolutely true, but now they seem to be only bringing on new people so they can kill them off.
Yeah.
So it's
Like the red shirts.
it's like yeah,
Trek.
anyone who's new, it's like oh yeah, it's no problem because you're not a
new.
main character.
We
So
haven't gotten attached to you yet.
yeah, I mean
Not that we've gotten attached to any of the other ones.
I mean, like,
necessarily.
like they could have killed off the governor, and then she could have taken over. And this is in the last episode.
Yeah.
What's her name? Could have killed the governor and then taken over the town.
Yeah,
That would have been crazy.
that would have been awesome.
Crazy. You could have you could have seen. I mean, there's so much that could have happened that they're just not doing. It's ugh.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about the House of Cards real fast. It's a show on Netflix. Joe, you need to watch it. Cash, you need to watch it
sure.
too.
House of Cards.
House of
You
Cards.
should check out Continuum.
I have to watch House of Cards.
Have
There's
you,
13 episodes.
Did you ever
okay?
watch Time Tracks when you were younger?
No.
Sounds familiar,
No.
but
It's basically the same thing.
is it really?
Well, the same initial setup. Basically, prisoners from the future escape into the past. Somebody in the future, a cop from the future, chases them into the past. To
Huh.
get
Like
them.
Time Cop.
Yeah, kind of like Time
Kind
Cop.
of like Time Cop. The exact opposite of Demolition Man,
Oh, yeah.
because that's
Cop
where
goes to the future.
Cop goes to the future to chase.
The
That
three
guy.
shells.
yeah.
Yep.
The three shots.
So
That's
yeah,
all
How did
I
they work?
remember.
How did they work?
Yeah,
no
I
one
know.
knows.
Those are the only two things I remember is that, and then when you get in a wreck, the car fills with foam.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
Taco
remember
Bell
that.
is the name
The
of
car
every.
fills with Taco Bell?
No.
And everything's Taco Bell.
Oh,
everything's
every
Taco
restaurant,
Bell.
yeah,
Every
yeah.
Everything's
restaurant.
Taco Bell. So
That'd be bomb. I'd just be getting in wrecks. Car
yeah.
fills up with Taco Bell.
Well, and we already know you can go off a mountain.
I can eat a lot of Taco Bell. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to tell
If I
that
had
story.
Just
some
adding
Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell to it.
If I had some Taco Bell, I probably wouldn't have driven off the mountain.
Yeah, it's
That's for
probably
another
true.
time. That's
Yeah,
for
another
another
time.
All right.
We'll call back to that.
So House of Cards.
House of Cards. It's Kevin Spacey's. Kevin Spacey stars in it.
Netflix.
Netflix. It's an original series on Netflix. In fact, the first original series on Netflix.
Yeah.
There was another one that they did in conjunction with like the Swedes or something called Lilyhammer. I didn't watch that one, but this one I have watched. It's
Lilyhammer.
Lilyhammer, yep.
I would not be scared of a Lilyhammer.
A Lilyhammer. I think it was called Lilyhammer. Anyway, so House of Cards really,
That's
really
what
great.
I call my junk.
It's a really great show.
know.
I recommend it to both of you. The first one was good, but you really gotta give it 2 or 3 episodes, and then it gets really fantastic. There's 13 episodes. You can watch them all at once. If you have Netflix, watch it. And I believe next month or in April we are getting
Arrested
Development in the same way.
The movie's coming out.
Yes, are they doing that? Are they doing that in a big release? Or are they just releasing it on Netflix?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I mean, the
I know
fourth
that they've been
season
shooting-
is going to be on Netflix.
Yes, the 4th season is on Netflix, and they added. And here's the cool thing: is they added more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, or maybe that's the movie. That might be the movie. I don't remember how it is, but the whole point is
There's more Arrested
I think they're going to have if my information is correct, I believe that they're going to have some new episodes leading into the movie. Like they're going to set up a storyline that is.
But
gonna
I heard
like
it's a whole
directly
season,
go-
though.
As much as I love Arrested Development and I want the new season, I
It's
don't
everyone-
know how I'm going to like a movie of Arrested Development.
Yeah,
See, that's how I feel about Entourage. I'm on the fence.
yeah.
Oh, they're making a movie of that?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
I still need to watch like the
We-
last 2
we-
seasons.
Really, we have all of it.
I do
I
believe
have
Goldie.
everything.
Do you have it all?
I
We
gave
have-
it to
maybe
you
I
all.
should get
Yeah.
all of it from you so that Autumn can watch it too.
And so that I guess you'll be legal at that point, unlike my pirated
What?
versions.
What?
Oh,
I gave him pirated versions.
No, those would be the ones I'd be giving because I think I have.
Oh wait, no, then they're mine.
there's-
I gave you them.
There's 8 seasons.
uh-huh.
I gave you them, didn't I?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's the same
Well,
one.
there's 8 seasons. We have 6
This-
on DVD, and then
Oh,
we have
7
2,
in it.
We have 2 on a mixture of the of our PS3 and our computer.
I also want to point out that some of the things that occur on this show may be fictional, and at no time we are actually committing any, admitting to committing any sort of crimes.
I don't pirate anything.
I have my card.
Did you get that? I don't. I winked for everyone who doesn't see the video, and by winking I mean I didn't wink.
I don't know.
I didn't
I don't know
wink.
who. Okay, I'm getting that right now.
Okay. Okay.
Wink,
I
wink. I'm not winking.
I don't know who I was on at that point.
All right.
I
Okay.
am not winking now.
So yeah. I don't steal things.
Yeah.
I pirate them. So
He duplicates.
we're gonna move on to movies real fast.
Okay, wait. In the segue, I just want to say if I am
Segue.
Yeah.
coming back when we have more time, I think we should do a segment on the times that I am here. Times Cash almost died.
Oh, that yes.
yes.
I have
Absolutely.
I have 6 of them.
Absolutely.
and they're all pretty good
Nice.
stories.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Done.
Okay, anyway,
Done and
okay.
done.
Okay.
And maybe maybe you can talk to Chardy and have him do some intros for us and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I can do
Intros.
that.
If he'd like to do that.
If you, I will talk to
What,
him.
my chip tune's not good enough anymore?
Uh,
No, not intros for the show.
Oh.
Intros for segments.
Yeah,
No,
for
I fucking
segments.
love the openings.
As a matter of fact, like if you can help us get ours off the ground, then he'd be more than happy to help you.
Absolutely.
With the
Done.
intros.
Scratch back.
Yeah.
Done.
Exactly.
So movies, Joe. What have
Okay.
you seen?
So I've seen a number of movies. Let me see if I can list them all out first.
Quickly.
Yeah.
And I'll
okay.
tell you which ones
So,
I want to hear about.
I saw John Carter.
Oh, okay.
I saw.
It's a Mars one, right?
Seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Here, let me move to my.
I haven't seen
I saw John Carter. I saw Click.
Seen it.
Click. Which one's Click?
It's the Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Sandler, remote control.
Oh,
control.
yeah. I saw that forever ago. That's the
Um,
one where he slows down the boobies. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Gets really fat.
What else have I seen?
Were you about to say
I
Schindler's
saw
List?
Transformers 3.
Which
Okay.
one's that one? Is that
Dark
one
Side
Dark Side of the Moon? Which
Yeah.
is
No.
way better than 2.
Is it Dark Side of the Moon or is it no?
Yeah, it's Dark Side of
Dark
the
Side of the Moon. It's way better than 2.
Yeah.
Come on.
Moon. I saw Django.
Django Unchained?
Yeah, Django Unchained.
Yeah,
Okay.
seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
And I think that might be it. That might be of interest.
Okay.
There might be another one out there.
Dark of the Moon,
Dark of the Moon.
Okay, Dark Side of the Moon.
not Dark Side of the Moon. That's an album. I knew it wasn't the exact.
No,
it's
you know,
Dark
you know
of-
what? It's
It is
Dark of the
Side
Moon.
of the Moon.
No, it's Dark. No, wait.
It is Dark Side of the Moon. I
Fuck.
swear.
Fuck.
Okay. Anyway, all right.
Keep talking while I look it up.
Okay. So as you, Goldie, know, I was
Yes.
not a fan of really either of the first 2 movies.
Yeah, no, I know.
And the tradition continues.
I can understand that. They just go downhill, really.
Yeah. Well, okay.
There were some
so,
really cool parts, though. Come on.
So here's the thing. With the first movie, I thought the action was pretty good, but I didn't
It's
really
Dark
care
of
for
the
the
Moon.
story. Dark of the Moon.
Dark of the Moon.
What? No.
Cash wins.
Boom.
It has to be because it's on the dark side of the ship is
Boom.
on the dark side of the moon.
It's Dark of the
Yeah,
Moon.
it's on the Dark of the Moon.
He hates it even
I
more
hate it
now.
even more now. Okay, so
Because the reason I knew that because it was an album.
Yeah.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, I know.
An album.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd.
right.
But Dark of the Moon always reminded me of, and I don't know if it's an Ozzy song or a Black Sabbath song, but Bark at the Moon.
Right, yeah.
Bark at the Moon.
So
That was not good.
because it's on Netflix, right?
The third
Did you
one,
watch
third
Power
Transformers.
Rangers?
Dark of the Moon.
I saw like the original series when I was a kid.
No, on Netflix.
Oh, it's on there?
Did you watch Power Rangers?
No. Why is it coming up in your recently
Yes.
watched?
Power Rangers came up on my recently
in a while.
watched. Okay, I wonder if it's downstairs. Anyway, I wonder if it was my nephew.
Could be. So Transformers.
It's gonna make fun of
first
you.
one, didn't really care for the story. Thought the action was good. Second one, kind of liked the story a bit more, except for the stupid stuff. And the action
God.
was just so hard to follow.
Oh
in the
yeah,
second
horrible
One.
in the second
Yeah,
one.
all it is gears.
Yeah.
Like it's just moving mechanical parts.
Yeah, I
you
was
don't
like,
know what
wait,
the fuck's going
was
on.
that an Autobot or was that a Decepticon? I can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
I didn't even know was that a fucking face or a leg.
Yeah,
or
I
what,
know.
What
Yeah.
the fuck
Yeah.
just happened?
It was
Yeah.
horrible.
Third movie, I felt that it was a little bit more balanced between the two, but nothing really shined.
But they had the giant. They had the giant the one and Leonard Nimoy and wait, was that the one? With
Leonard Nimoy. Yeah.
And then it had the main bad guy had a beard,
Yeah.
a robotic
yeah.
mechanical metal beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And like,
Fuck.
like
Forgot about that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just
Oh god.
Fucking
nothing really special about
pirate
it.
robots and shit.
Yeah.
I kind of ended up regretting watching it after
You're
it
a
was
pirate. You're
like,
a
I
robot.
could have done without seeing that.
That's too
So,
much going on.
Hold on, let me see. You are a pirate and a robot. Is that right? And you then transform into a truck? Does the truck have a beard?
Yeah, exactly.
God. I'm going to talk about Ghost Recon real quick. Watched that last night instead of doing homework. I got my homework done though. Get your homework done, people.
Oh, I've got homework due tomorrow.
Yeah, I was watching it and I really liked it up till right after they leave Dubai. And it just goes downhill after that. And it's not about anything being unplausible. In fact, that's what I really like about
I like the Shaun of the Dead guy.
Oh yeah. I forgot his name right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's great. The problem I have with okay, so the opening of Mission Impossible for Ghost Recon, they copied what the Bond movies do. They told the entire story in the opening, just like the Bond movies do, but they did it in a horrible way. You know how like the Bond movies do it in this really abstract way, so you don't really know exactly what it is. But yeah, but Mission Impossible, they went through the whole thing and they just showed parts of it. They actually showed like parts of the film, and I'm like, you just showed me the fucking end. I'm like, what the fuck?
Trying to save your time, man.
So we're going through it, and like I said,
They're trying to tell you right up front, you don't need to watch it.
yeah, you don't need to like look.
It's like Family Guy's when he recorded a bit over what's that movie with the sleigh. Rosebud.
Rosebud.
Or not Rosebud. Citizen Kane. He's like,
Citizen Kane,
it was a sleigh. There, I just saved you 2 boobless hours.
yeah. So I'm watching it, and she's on the couch, and I'm in bed because I'm kind of tired, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, this is really cool, and I really love that. Unlike the Bond films, I feel that
Did you see Skyfall?
Yeah, we saw it together.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what unlike I feel in the Bond films, I feel that Mission Impossible stuff is next gen. Like it seems like all their stuff is so much more over the top, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I'm really cool with it up to when they leave Dubai. After Dubai, it just starts going downhill, and I'm like, all right, this is fine, whatever. This is whatever. And then at the end, it gets utterly sappy. Do you not agree that at the end, the last scene, when they're all around, don't you think that they were going to have a group hug?
Yeah.
Group hug, guys. Just bring it in.
I got to say, too, settle the fuck down, Jeremy Renner, or whatever that guy's name is.
Which one?
Jeremy, what's his last name? Renner? Jeremy Renner.
Oh,
he was in the fucking Ghost Recon.
Yeah, he's the other. Oh yeah, the whole time he's crying like, and that was him.
Well,
I haven't seen him for 2 years, and that was him. It's like, what the? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, yes, that too. But I mean, he's taking over the fucking Bourne
Oh,
franchise.
yeah.
He's taking over this. He's gonna be in Avengers. Like, settle the fuck
Right,
down,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He's Hansel Gretel. You know.
Oh, that's right. He
I
did
mean,
Hansel
fucking-
Gretel.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Why don't you do like a slow independent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Why-
felt
Why don't you take the second lead on something?
like the whole time he was within inches of crying.
Yeah.
I'm just like
little bitch.
Yeah, like you're an agent that kills people on a regular basis, and this guy makes you cry.
I don't think he does.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just the ending of Ghost Recon made me feel very sad for the Mission Impossible movies because I really liked them, and I really liked the movie until they left Dubai, and I was like, oh, God, whatever. Cash, any quick movies?
Well, I as I said, I saw Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh,
at the,
did we talk about Paperman? On the show?
Maybe.
You're
God.
getting your assistant over here is nodding yes.
If you haven't watched Paperman.
Paperman.
Yeah,
It's online.
Paperman
Beautiful.
was really good. It won the Oscars.
Oh, it did
Oh,
for
yeah.
Best Short.
Yes.
Cool.
I have a hard time deciding whether or not I think Paperman was a better movie, a better film than Wreck-It Ralph. I really loved Wreck-It Ralph,
Yeah.
but
Two different things.
yeah.
But,
that was a short.
I think that we all can just be
Did
satisfied.
you see The Longest Daycare?
No.
Oh, you fucking should.
The Longest Daycare, is that a short as well?
It was Simpsons and it's Maggie.
Oh yeah,
And
I heard
the-
about that.
I can't remember what it was in front of, but it was also nominated.
Intriguing. I'll have to
Yeah,
check it out.
I
So-
think it was in front of Ice Age.
What did
The
you
last one I
think
think
of Wreck-It Ralph?
I loved it.
It's fantastic, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty
it
good.
was. It was
Pretty
really
darn
good. A lot of fun.
Did you
I
almost
would-
cry when he had to wreck her car? I almost did. Not
Yeah,
gonna
it
lie.
was pretty touching.
It's pretty right.
Um,
Like I had to fight back and go because it was so sad.
the thing I loved was, and my daughter also pointed this out, is we've never seen them mess with the Steamboat Willie Mickey until that movie. They've never done anything different at that part
Yeah.
until that movie.
Yeah.
When they pixelated it.
Yeah.
That's right.
It looked like and like
That's right.
instead of like the whistle, it was like the kind of synth pop music,
Yeah.
Yeah.
video game music.
Yeah.
But I also
By the way, did you not agree that you want to play that racing game?
yeah. Yeah.
Right? Why have they not made that game like a full-blown game, racing game? God.
More recently though, or a more recent movie, I also saw Identity Thief.
Which ones? Oh, okay. Yeah, the one with
Nathan, not,
Yeah,
not Jason Bateman. No, Jason.
Yeah,
Jason Bateman, yeah.
Jason Bateman, Melissa McCarthy.
How was it? It didn't tickle my fancy.
It's got it's funny moments. There are parts where overall, I'd wait for video, or streaming or however you do it these days. And it was like it's Jason Bateman, and Melissa McCarthy is pretty funny.
I love Jason
So,
Bateman.
Again, there are the moments that you kind of expect,
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do a lot of surprising, but it is funny and you will get a kick out of it if you have nothing to do on a Saturday.
I'll have to check it out when it comes on Netflix.
Yeah.
Do that.
Anything else?
Sorry, go on. Yeah, because I thought I saw something, but anyway,
What was another one, Joe, that you saw that you want to talk about real quick?
We'll see. There was Django. There was John Carter.
How did you think of John Carter?
Um,
How did you think? What did you think? Not how.
it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell me how you thought about it.
No,
but-
I mean, I don't think that. I don't think that there was really much to say. Like there wasn't necessarily anything wrong with it, but there wasn't like also, like
that movie was a giant
yeah,
sinkhole.
Yeah.
like I mean, I think Autumn really liked it. Do you like it? She liked it.
She liked it.
It was good, she said.
It's funny because it's he's racist.
He's racist.
Well, he's supposed to be. I don't know if they did.
He fought for the Civil War on the Confederate side.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean, I think
which
that's
I guess
the point.
doesn't mean that he's a racist.
Well,
but
okay, so it
Probably
was, it
means
was a
he's-
comic book.
No, it was.
it was
a
originally
novel.
a book.
It was
A no-
originally
yeah,
a
novel.
novel.
A series of novels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was also a comic book.
Oh, okay.
And the comic book was John Carter and his adventures on Mars. And at least from the comic book, I didn't know that it was an actual book, but I know from the comic book, he fought on the Confederate side and he was racist. That's why when he went to Mars, and to him, both sides looked the same, pretty much. Like in the movie, they didn't do that like as much, you know. But
I have more respect for this now.
Like the comic book kind of dealt with racism. Like, well, what if you were put on a completely other fucking planet?
Yeah,
you know, and these people aren't black, white, nothing like that. I mean, they're not even human.
Yeah.
You know, and you're asked to like fight for one side or the other, and
you find out the reason why they're fighting is because one is a slight lighter shade of gray.
That's completely not
green.
the direction.
Yeah,
the movie went.
Really?
No, the movie isn't like that.
The movie is much more about how he doesn't want to fight for anybody anymore because he already lost his wife, and so it's like, what does he have left to fight for?
Really, I really kind of wish that they would have went that way with like the comic, because then I would have then that would have been a really great because I think that was really the problem with it, is it didn't. Joe said it perfectly. It had no balls.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for something to entertain yourself with, it's sci-fi.
Yeah,
it's action packed. There's mystery involved, and it's kind of like paint by numbers. That it hits the points.
So real quick, I know Chris hasn't seen it, so we won't.
Django?
We won't go in too much. How great was it?
It was pretty awesome.
Really?
Pretty
awesome.
Pretty damn great.
Yeah, you liked it, Autumn, right?
And
see, here's I want to know. I want to know what I don't know.
The only thing that like I want to say, again, we won't get into it, but the hood scene, the posse.
Oh yeah, that was freaking awesome.
Why that had to be in there, I don't know, but it's
was it nominated
great.
for Best Picture?
No, but he Quentin did win for best
screenplay, original screenplay,
original screenplay, and Christoph Waltz won for his performance.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was really good.
But he always is. Like,
yeah.
After the last one he won for the other Quentin Tarantino movie, like, again, his character was almost polar opposite.
Right. Yeah.
But
I mean, he still had his sort of like.
Yeah, it was the same style, you know, which it just seems that's his acting hat.
Yeah.
You know,
his bag of tricks.
It kind of. Sorry if you actually hear this, but kind of like Critchlow. He has like he slips in and he loses himself.
Right.
But all of the things he does is very
Critchlow.
similar. Yeah. It's very similar. He's got like five in the toolbox, and they just kind of.
Well, it's the thing when you're taught as a director, you know, you need to start looking to see the things that they immediately go to.
Yeah.
As actors, and obviously that's one of the things that he goes to.
So you were going to ask something about it, Goldie?
You know, I wonder what I've only really heard point of views from people who are not black. So
minorities. Does that count?
I can tell you, Darren loved it.
Darren loves Tarantino.
True.
Not that I dislike Tarantino's stuff. I just hate Tarantino.
It's funny when he did win because it was so late in the night. Oh my God, he was like soaked in gin. You could just tell he was sweating it.
Who?
Tarantino. Tie all loose and shit.
Oh really?
That's
hilarious.
Big old Jim Blossom.
What was this? Someone tweeted something along the lines of now that Tarantino has won an Oscar, he'll be a complete he'll be a giant ass now. Yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah.
He already is. I just remember the one time where I was 2 feet away from him with an ex-girlfriend, and she goes, "Is that Tarantino?" Oh no, I turned around. I was at ArcLight. I turned around and I said, "Oh, Tarantino's over there." She goes, "What?" I said, "Yeah, that's Tarantino right there." She's like, "No, it's not." I go, "Yeah, it's Tarantino. I know what Quentin Tarantino looks like. That's Quentin Tarantino."
And not a lot of people look like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, and she goes, "But he's ugly." I'm like, "I know.
Yeah.
That's how I know it's Quentin Tarantino." And keep in mind,
did.
I'm like 5 feet away from him.
That ties into when we were like announcing our talking about the Oscars. Darren put something on Facebook about he's like, I was wondering when they would do this, and then the link or whatever is talking about for this Oscars, instead of models they used film students.
Oh yeah. That was really cool.
And so why haven't they done this before? So I had to quickly comment because most filmmakers look like Tim Burton and Penny Marshall.
Yeah.
And the general public would rather look at models.
Yes, yeah, very true. yeah, way true. Yeah. Oh man, I'm happy for Quentin. I think he's done a lot of really great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that going for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he hasn't done a lot of really great stuff.
Yeah.
Although, have you heard he's doing a Kill Bill 3?
Yeah, I was like, I was, because they've been showing Kill Bill on like Stars, like Volume 2, and so like.
Oh, the bad one.
Yeah, and I'm like going, where do they have to go next? I mean, Bill's already dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was a couple bright spots or two.
Yeah, I mean,
they
they can have
I'm not saying
further adventures and stuff like that, but
I'm not saying that there aren't good parts of 2. I'm saying that 2 is not a good movie. Like
there was some good parts, but.
I mean, there's
2, overall. You don't think 2 is a good movie?
No, I don't. I didn't like it at all.
No.
1 I loved. I love
really?
Fantastic. I love Fantastic. I loved.
You don't like when she rips Daryl Hannah's eye out? Fuck you, bitch.
No, I said there's some good parts, but as a whole, the movie is not good. He's
easy.
fantastic.
Kill Bill 3 is easy. It's the easiest story that's already fucking written. The daughter of
I was thinking that's the black
be.
one at the beginning of the movie.
That's the only thing they can do, unless they go back to like the what was it, I can't remember what their name were. They were all snakes, but I can't remember what the name of the team was. They said it in Kill Bill Volume 1, but they'll go from they either will do a prequel where they show that, and then leading up to her getting the shit beat out of her.
Yeah.
Or I think more than likely they'll go with the daughters fucking duking it out.
Yeah.
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 And of course, like first the daughter's gonna have to take out the mom, or Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty fucking bomb.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, good for Tarantino. I need to see Django Unchained, but I just haven't.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good.
He makes really good movies, but I mean,
pretty good.
Pretty good.
I wonder how it compares to like Argo. I haven't seen Argo either, so.
Yeah, so what the fuck are you gonna compare?
No. I'm saying is I wonder when I watch both of them, I'll probably go like, oh yeah, this is a really great movie, but like because Argo won Best Picture, and I'm wondering if Tarantino has now become not unlike where I feel that Spielberg is, which is that they make really good movies, but there's nothing. They're not doing anything that's grabbing anymore. They're not making anything that.
Django will grab you.
Grabbed.
Yeah, Django will grab you. Don't worry.
Okay.
there will at least be, at least 2 things in that movie that will fucking grab you. First of all, DiCaprio's performance.
No. I don't mean in. I don't think I didn't mean it in that way. I don't think, because I haven't seen Unchained, so I can't. Oh, damn it! Kings just scored. It's now 3-2.
Fucking ace.
It doesn't matter. Want to know who's first in the?
There's a lot of season left, bro.
Just saying.
We're
2. We're 2 in the district. In the not the district. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Hey, that's how when they won the cup. They freaking started out not that great, and they had to come back. So,
there's hockey for you. Repeat. Cash is a Kings fan, and I'm a Ducks fan, and I actually was there. I've been a huge Ducks fan for a long time. We used to have season tickets. I was there when they won the Stanley Cup. I have to tell everyone that because
I
was
think
there.
You've already mentioned it on the show.
Have
before.
I? Oh well,
just gonna say
I don't fucking care. Cash has been a longtime Kings fan. He has been.
Yeah.
That's my tribute to
Yo,
Kevin.
stop.
Kevin Ryder from the Kevin Bean Show. Yeah. So
Long time him.
long time him
Yeah,
Kings
he-
fan.
You've been a fan long time.
Fan long time. Yeah. So yeah, good times. All right. So we're winding down.
All right.
So we're going to go to
Wow.
you.
We've been going for quite a while.
Yeah.
What are we at now?
Like an hour
Minute.
20 almost.
Yeah. No, almost an hour 20. So Cash,
Yeah.
you have some stuff coming up.
Yeah. We have, depending on when this comes out, in 2 weeks, we have.
Say the date
uh,
so they know if they missed it or not.
On March 9th and 10th.
You missed it because we got it out late.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
better chance.
Yeah, forget
Yeah.
about it. However, in May, and I wish I had the dates on me, but we will be doing our next show, which will be Murder at the Cafe Noir. It's kind of a Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart type feel to it.
Oh, that's cool.
Cafe Noir, Maltese Falcon type shit.
Nice.
That one will be in May, but by the time this comes out in, say, June, you'll maybe looking more towards the one after that is kind of a take on I Love Lucy.
Hey, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, so we got those coming out. I will be
Lucy, you got some spelling to do.
that
Very
would
nice.
be me. But yeah, so look for those. They'll be at the Fox as always. I didn't.
The Fox, by the way, for everyone, the Fox is in Redlands, California.
Yeah.
So
Fox
if
Theater
you are
Redlands,
in California, and more importantly in Redlands or the surrounding area of Redlands,
Yeah.
around these times, if you're hearing it at the proper time where you can go to this, go out and check the shows. I've worked them; they're really nice.
Yeah,
The food's
I've
good.
been in one. Or
Yeah.
two.
Actually,
Remember.
we're gonna do that one for a charity event.
Oh, nice.
It's a 2-day one, and we could use both of you.
Oh, really? We'll have to talk about this later.
If you haven't casted it, maybe I might audition for things.
Nice.
All right, so Cash,
Like, oh,
where
fine.
can
Yeah,
where
great.
can they other you plugged your
Well,
stuff?
well,
Where
we-
can they find you?
Well, okay, we have an app for the iPhone.
Oh, that's right.
But since I got the new phone, it's not on there, and I'm having trouble finding it. But it always also at CNC. It's CNC Theater. I believe we have a Facebook link, CNC Productions. It's not the ampersand, it's the word and too. By the way, we lost our ampersand.
Yeah.
So it's always C and the word and.
See.
But yeah, CNC Theater, that is what the actual website is. So you can go there. You can try finding the app on
for
it's
iDevices, right?
yeah, exactly. And the box office for other information is always 909-225-3132.
Say that one more time, but slower.
909-225-3132. That's 3132.
And that'll give everyone at least what's coming up as well, right?
Yeah, there. Like if you get a live person or the recording will always say what's currently going on and what's coming up.
And hey, and if you do call them, tell them where you heard. It doesn't get you shit.
Definitely.
Won't get you shit. But at least
I don't know. It'll get you a good seat.
There you go.
There you go. If you want, and the way we do it, I think I explained this last time, but it's always like it's dinner in the show, but it isn't. I guess it is dinner theater, but it's not like what you would normally think about. The cast serves, sits down at your table, and like talks to you during like the 4 courses that you get. There's a lot of audience participation, but nobody is singled out. I don't know. Everybody.
It's usually a good time.
We make sure that everybody has a fucking blast,
Yeah.
and nobody. We've had very few complaints, so.
Yep.
And those we've ironed out. So.
There you go.
Now we're having no complaints. So, yeah, definitely try 123 Cajon. Is where the Fox Theater is located. It's a historical landmark.
It is a historical landmark, and she pays a shit ton of money for it. It's here and over there. Joseph, where can people find you if they want to find you?
Well, you can find me here in this show, and you can find me on Facebook. My name is Joseph Rossi. It's probably like J.
Did you change it?
Oh, well, I
Joseph.
mean, I don't know. Look up Joseph Rossi.
No, on Facebook.
Yeah. There's like a number attached to it for the URL. I don't remember what it is. You can find me on Twitter. I am trying to start tweeting more.
I see him.
Failing
Oh, me
most.
too. Me too.
And I see you post on
Oh,
Facebook as
I
well.
think
so.
yeah, I post on Facebook a lot.
Cash Tie 007, and I am trying
Okay.
to.
Yeah.
Or at Cash Tie 007.
Yeah. So I'm Joe the Man Rossi on
On Twitter.
on Twitter. I'm also on Clout. That's not really a social networking thing, but it does show that I when I first joined up on Clout, I had a Clout of 52. It's now down to 42.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess I got
Better step the fuck up.
Step up.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that is.
Yeah, I don't know what Cloud is either.
Oh,
I've heard of it, but
Basically, it takes all of your social networking stuff that you're signed up for. So
Oh.
all I have on it is Facebook and Twitter, and it does a calculation of like how much clout you have.
gotcha.
I got you. How many people are following you and how
And
many
that kind of
friends
stuff.
you have.
So
Yeah, and like I think it's based off of like how much response you generate. So like when you post something on Facebook, if people
How
respond
many people
to
are
it, like
talking
it.
about me?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I think that's how it works, but I don't really know.
All right, and you can find me at Twitter is at Chris Goldie. I'm Chris Goldie on
Golde.
Facebook. Yeah, GOLDE. It's gold with an E. And then of course you can always find the show at on iTunes. It's the Chris and although if you're hearing it, you probably already got it. Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah.
On iTunes, it is the
If you somehow accidentally,
Yeah.
if you're with a friend right now, they're listening to it, and you want to know where you can find this awesome show too,
motherfucking iTunes
iTunes, or
If you're driving and the guy next to you at the stoplight
is
listening
blaring.
to it,
yeah,
and you're
Or-
like, oh my god,
In which case, I'm going to say this: fuck, cunt, cunt, shit, fuck, in hopes that someone on the street hears
I
that.
fucking hate red lights.
Goddamn red lights! Seriously, woman, shut your kid up.
or you can see it on YouTube
You in the red
Oh.
hat.
at YouTube.
Hey, woman, you're looking good.
Um,
Sorry.
CJ, The Last Resort, I think.
What is it for
CJ
YouTube?
Yeah.
I know that if you
Every-
search for The Last Resort with Chris and Joe on YouTube, it will come up.
Okay. So do
So-
that because yeah.
Same with Stitcher.
The
Same way
Last
with
Resort
Stitcher.
was already taken. Last Resort was already taken. There was a lot of things that were
Everything
already
was taken
taken.
with The Last Resort. Yeah.
Yeah. We probably should have called it something else.
Oh well. It was-
that's how you find it on iTunes too. It's pretty easy if you type in the whole thing.
Yeah, if you type in The Last Resort with Chris and Joe, you get it really easily on iTunes.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
I think that's
so,
it.
Yeah.
Is that how I end the show? I do this every time.
Something like that.
All right, we're done.
Bye, bitches.
we're done.
Yep.